Hello coolers, welcome to my another new video. So this video here is not about any upcoming Barca matches. Instead, we're going to take a closer look at what we have learned from Barca first two La Liga game this season, and this is my honest opinion based on my personal thoughts. Let me know in the comments if you feel the same way or if you see the things differently. As for me, these gonna be some of the serious concern for Barcelona in upcoming season. So coolers, we have played two away matches so far. That's gonna be our next match gonna be our La Liga match day 3. Here is the result from our two matches. As you can see, we have won 3-0 against Mallorca and 2-3 against Levante. To be honest, the win against Levante was a pretty tight one, and if it was not for the 9 men against Mallorca, we would have suffered there too. And this is just the starting, guys. We are going to face lot of teams like that in upcoming season, and which can be a tricky situation. And coolers, I'm not worried about midfield. I'm not worried about striker, as we got those positions well filled out, and not even our goalkeeping position. What really concerns me right now is our backline and our squad depth at our defense. Since Inigo Martinez's departure, it feels like we have lost the leadership in our defense. Now, I'm not here to rant about Inigo. What's done is done. He was brilliant, he is still a great player, and he will have a separate love from all of our coolers. If you agree, leave the love in the comment section for our Inigo, our Capitan. But the reality is we can bring him back, and our current reality is we lack depth at center back. I know we are currently 2 matches on the season, too early to judge, but this is what I genuinely feel. As we are not bringing any new players in our squad, there has been rumors in media saying Hansi Flick wants new defensive player in our squad, but it feels like that will not happen in this transfer window. So in simple terms, whatever players we have right now gonna be our option for backline. So, with that in our mind, let's have a quick look at our current back line. Starting from left back, we have Balde, Cubarsí, Araújo, and Eric García, who is given priority by Hansi Flick over Koundé, who is pretty surprising to me. And on the bench, we have Kounde, Christensen, Jofre, and Gerard Martín. Of course, Gerard Martin is not registered yet, but I'm still keeping him as an option because we are pretty clear Hansi Flick want him in his team. So, with these options from bench and starting lineup, I'm gonna say these players have very good quality. You can even argue some of them are among the best in their position, but the problem here is the way we are playing. The way Hansi Flick football works, high press and high defensive line. That's where my heart gets scared. It makes me feel uneasy because with the players we have, what it's gonna be 50-50. We know this is the risky style. It's more of a gamble, high reward, high risk. But the real issue is, what if we can't keep our defenders fit? Look, coolers, we have seen this happen before. Fullbacks and center backs getting injured, and it cost a major trophy last season. We don't have to look far away. It's right last season against Inter. If we had our Kounde and our Balde fullback fit, we could have won that game. And who knows who can have the Champions League that season. So that's what I'm saying. If just two of our defenders got injured at the same time, it can ruin our whole season. And I don't want that things to happen because it's gonna be really tricky. Because if you see the other teams in Premier League, Bundesliga, even La Liga, like there's a very great strength on these teams, the top team squad. You can see every top to top defenders over there. But in Barcelona, I don't see that depth, and that's the concern for me. So whatever we have, let's just have a quick peek at our defensive players. Let's look at them closely and see what they can offer. Starting from left back position, I'm gonna talk about Alejandro Balde. He's very quick, good with pass, and even so goes for goals. But of course, with long season ahead, he need to rest to perform at his highest level. Saying that, his backup is gonna be Jofre this season since Gerard Martin isn't registered yet. Jofre impressed during the preseason. He's fairly quick, though not as fast as Balde, but he had a good vision and distribute the balls well with passes and cross. I'm excited to see more of him this season. If Flick trusts him, so do we. Let's hope he can give a Balde the rest he needs in key moments and he will have a great season covering Alejandro Balde. So with that option in our left back, I'm gonna move into our center back position where we have Ronald Araujo. So he took a lot of criticism this summer, but let's not forget how important he was under Javi. He missed many games last season due to injury, and now that he's back, he needs some time to get back into his top form. Of course, when he is a top form, he is a great player when fully fit, and we need to be patient with him. He has a absolute defender figure, tall, strong, but he needs to be more quick and clear. He has a lot to prove, and let me know if he can prove himself this season. And another we have is Jules Kounde. Last season he was our number one right back. Now Eric García is starting ahead of him. Let's hope that's just a Flick trying to manage his minutes since we have got long season ahead. One thing for sure, he is the best right back in the world right now, and we need him this season. And also, let's keep one thing in mind is he is also coming back from injury, and it takes time to regain the full form. I really hope that's the reason why he is not starting those two last matches. Let's hope there is nothing going on, no drama, not anything else on behind the scene between Koundé and Flick. And finger crossed, we can see Koundé in upcoming matches. Of course, when we talk about Koundé, we have to talk about Eric Garcia, who's stepping up his game. The more we see him play, the more confident he looks. If he keeps improving, he will be an asset this season. The one thing I like about him is he's very versatile. He can play as center back, he can play as left back, right back, and also as a defensive midfielder. So some real option for Hansi Flick to use in this position whenever needed. So let's go to another defender. We have our Andreas Christensen. What I feel about him, Coolers, is he's one of the most underrated player, and he has some quality that Inigo had to play a high line. Every time he comes in the field, he make the defense really calm. He bring a sense of control to our back line, and he has a very quick and great vision. So only problem with him is if he can stay fit, I think we'll be covered to a good extent. But again, can he stay fit? And talking about our defender, we have our young uprising star Pau Cubarsí. Lot of criticism Cubarsí on social media after his performance last game. But I wanted to remind you guys one thing, that he is naturally a right center back, but he is being forced to play on a left in last two matches and is clearly affecting his performance. We haven't seen any diagonal presses from him, which were key to breaking low and mid blocks in La Liga last season. He's still young and developing, and such a big positional shift can hurt his confidence. Let's hope Hansi Flick knew that and he is working to solve the issue. We desperately need a left footed center back since we don't think we are going to get one in the transfer market. We have to talk about Gerard Martin. Gerard Martin is only left-footed center back we have, as we have heard reportedly that Flick wants to try him as a center back. He's not registered yet, and that's pretty frustrating to me. We are hearing him as a tactical joker for Hansi Flick because he can play both left and right back. Once he's registered, he needs to stay up and be our own version of Maldini. Let's go, Gerald Martini. Save us until the next transfer window. We believe in you, and this is the season to prove your worth. So, coolers, that's all the option we have for defensive situation. But one more interesting experiment Flick is trying is De Jong at center back. We have seen Frenkie play in that position for a few times before, and with so many players stacked in midfield, maybe Flick is just trying to use the depth to strengthen our backline. Tactically, there is nothing wrong on it, and it's always smart to explore the option. But what do you guys feel about it? Are you comfortable? For me personally, I don't feel completely comfortable with De Jong playing in defense. He is not a natural defender. He is a midfielder who loves carrying the ball forward, using the space, and also intercepting the plays, which is great in the center of the pitch. But it also comes with the risks when that aggressive style leads to a lot of falls, and if we give one away inside the box, it could cost us badly. So I'm curious, what do you guys think about it? How comfortable are you with Flick using Frenkie de Jong as center back? Let me know in the comment section below. So coolers, that's the real option for our backline. We have discussed all players, what they can offer. So what do you guys think about it? The quality is there, there's no doubt. Let's not forget, in 22-23, we had same backline as you seen in the picture here, only conceded 7 goals in 23 La Liga games. If we can do that in that time, we can do it now. The only thing is, can we bring that level of defensive solidity back? What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comment section. Of course, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for tuning in. What do you think about our current defensive option? Do you think we can play the same high line Hansi Flick style with the type of player we have and perform? I'll be back with another new video, which gonna be Barcelona versus Rayo Vallecano match preview and lineup prediction. Until then, Visca Barça, Visca Catalonia.